Welcome to this explainer, where we're going to dive deep beneath the surface of everyday online content. I'm absolutely thrilled you're here because today, we're going full digital sleuth. We all consume so much media every single day, right? Just scrolling, clicking, and watching without a second thought. But what if I told you that the content you just watched is secretly carrying this massive payload of invisible information? Well, today, we are going to explore exactly how to uncover all that hidden data. So what's really hiding in plain sight? When you browse around, you typically just see a catchy title and a nice thumbnail. But honestly, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Because right below the waterline, there's a massive structure of hidden metadata lurking just out of sight. Literally every single time someone hits upload, they leave behind a digital footprint. And with the right tools, well, anyone can track that footprint. Okay, let's quickly hit today's roadmap. First up, we'll map out the hidden data landscape. Second, we're unlocking video metadata. Third, extracting the hidden numbers. Fourth, tracing video origins. And finally, we'll put it all together to build your digital detective toolkit. Let's get into it.
All right, Section 1, the hidden data landscape and understanding video search engines. To really understand how we trace this digital footprint, we first need to define the sandbox we're playing in. A video search engine is definitely not just some passive library. It's an aggressive crawler. Every single second, as it hosts or parses external files, it's quietly vacuuming up a massive payload of technical data that, frankly, you were never meant to see. Moving right along to Section 2, unlocking video metadata and digging beneath the surface. Now, this is where we really step into open source intelligence, or OSINT. And OSINT is all about taking publicly available info and analyzing it to uncover the real story. Just think about the stark contrast here. A normal user gets, vague, visible data like published 3 days ago or some rounded-off view count. But an investigator using external tools, they see the invisible stuff, exact to-the-second timestamps, hidden channel IDs, and sometimes even geographic locations. It's an absolute OSINT goldmine.
So how do we actually tap into that goldmine? Unlocking this info takes like less than 3 minutes. You literally just grab the exact URL of your target, say a HackerOne clip, drop it right into a YouTube metadata tool, hit submit, and let the parser do all the heavy lifting. It's a super simple detective maneuver that totally bypasses the platform's clean, polished interface to give us the raw data underneath.
Which brings us to Section 3, extracting the hidden numbers and the precision of OSINT.
Okay, once that metadata tool finishes processing the URL you pasted, the results it spits out give us a shockingly precise digital footprint. Instead of a vague uploaded a year ago, the tool reveals April 10th, 2023 at exactly 22 hours, 45 minutes, and 14 seconds. I mean, imagine trying to verify an alibi or debunk a fake news clip. Knowing the absolute exact second a file was born, that changes the whole game.
And platforms absolutely love to round off numbers to keep things looking pretty, right? But as investigators, we don't want pretty, we want the truth. We get the raw, unedited statistics. Exactly 4,608 views, not 4.6K, 168 likes, 0 comments. There is zero guesswork here, just hard, precise data. The tool also pulls structural info that's completely stripped away from the main interface, like a specific hidden channel ID. And even more incredibly, if the uploader carelessly left their geolocation settings on, bam, you suddenly have physical world coordinates attached to a digital file. This is data completely invisible to the casual viewer.
Let's move on to Section 4, tracing video origins and following the visual trail.
Now, data isn't just about numbers and text fields. We can actually use the visual elements to trace origins across the web. As our source material points out, quote, let's come back to the thumbnails. Automatically generated thumbnails are absolutely crucial visual anchors. They aren't just clickbait, They are digital fingerprints just waiting to be tracked.
By taking these generated thumbnails, we open up a whole new avenue of investigation using reverse image searching. And it's almost shockingly simple. You just extract that thumbnail, drag it directly into a reverse image search engine, and watch as the web basically unravels. Suddenly, you aren't just looking at a single isolated file anymore. You're looking at everywhere that specific image has ever been online.
Finally, Section 5, your digital detective toolkit and putting OSINT into practice.
So why do we bother doing a reverse search? Because it completely shatters the isolation of a single piece of media. It instantly cross-references that imagery against the entire internet, which helps us map out global connections, uncover true origins, or even expose if an event was actually recycled from years ago. It essentially takes an isolated file and plugs it into the vast web of global information.
Combine these two techniques, and your toolkit is basically complete. Metadata tools give you the undeniable numerical facts, the exact timestamps, the hidden IDs. And reverse image searching maps the visual footprint across the globe, tracing origins and cross-referencing how that media is used elsewhere. Put them together and you have a 360-degree, basically X-ray view of any digital content.
While we've covered a ton of ground today in this explainer, we've seen exactly how OSINT tools can drag invisible data out into the light, completely changing how we interact with digital media. So I'm going to leave you with this thought. The next time you click play, are you just going to passively watch, or will you investigate the digital secrets lurking beneath? Stay curious, everyone, and keep investigating.